scammers have a new way they're cashing in on taking your money. According to the BBB, the Better Business Bureau, scammers are using free gift cards to trick you. You didn't click a suspicious advertisement. You didn't hand your debit card to a stranger. You didn't intentionally give away your Amazon password. Yet thousands of people are waking up to empty checking accounts, unauthorized purchases, and a nightmare that can take months to fix. The most dangerous part is that many victims never realize they are being targeted until the money is already gone. Right now, while you're watching this video, criminals are sending millions of fake Amazon messages across the country. Some of those messages are reaching people who are actually waiting for a package. Others are reaching people who ordered something just a few hours ago. The timing feels perfect, and that's exactly why this scam is working. Imagine checking your phone and seeing a message that says your Amazon package could not be delivered because of an address problem. Nothing about the message feels unusual. In fact, it feels helpful. Maybe you're expecting a birthday gift, a household item, or an important delivery. Naturally, you want to fix the issue before the package is returned. So you tap the link. What happens next is where the trap closes. The website looks identical to Amazon. The colors are correct. The logo is correct. The layout is perfect. Even experienced internet users have trouble spotting the difference. You log in, believing you're simply updating delivery information. Then the page tells you there is a problem with your payment method. To complete delivery verification, it asks you to enter your debit card information again. Most people comply because the request seems reasonable. After all, it's only a small verification step to receive a package you already paid for. But the moment that information is entered, everything changes. The criminals now have direct access to the card connected to your checking account. They begin with small transactions to test whether the card is active. If those charges go through successfully, they move quickly. Larger purchases appear. Online orders are placed. Gift cards are purchased. In some cases, victims lose thousands before they even notice something is wrong. One victim thought she was updating her delivery address for her daughter's birthday gift. 3 hours later, nearly $3,000 had disappeared from her account. And what makes this even more frightening is that this is only the beginning. Because the next scam doesn't require you to click any link at all. The criminals call you directly, already knowing enough about your life to make you believe they work for Amazon themselves. The next scam is even more dangerous because the victim often believes they are being rescued from fraud while the fraud is actually happening. It begins with a phone call that looks completely legitimate. Your caller ID displays Amazon customer service. The voice on the other end sounds professional, calm, and confident. They introduce themselves as a member of Amazon's fraud prevention team and immediately create a sense of urgency. According to the caller, someone has attempted to purchase an expensive item using your Amazon account. Maybe it's a laptop, a smartphone, or a high-end television. The purchase amount is large enough to scare you, but believable enough to feel real. Before you can even question the situation, the caller starts providing information that appears to prove they are legitimate. They know your name. They know your email address. Sometimes they even mention purchases you actually made in the past. At that moment, your guard begins to disappear because everything sounds authentic. Then they tell you they need to verify your identity to secure the account. A code arrives on your phone. It is a real Amazon verification code. What you don't realize is that the scammer triggered that code by attempting to reset your password. The moment you read the code back to them, they gain access to your account. But the attack doesn't stop there. Now they begin guiding you through a series of steps designed to make you feel safe while they quietly take control. They claim they are issuing a refund for the fraudulent order. They ask you to confirm information appearing on your screen. They create the illusion that they are solving a problem when in reality, they are creating one. Then comes the final manipulation. The caller suddenly becomes nervous. They claim they accidentally refunded too much money and could lose their job because of the mistake. They beg for your help. To correct the issue, they ask you to purchase Amazon gift cards and provide the redemption codes. This is where many victims lose even more money because they genuinely believe they are helping an employee fix an honest mistake. One victim lost thousands of dollars after following these exact instructions. By the time he checked his actual Amazon account, the scammers had already placed fraudulent orders, drained funds connected to his debit card, and disappeared. The gift card money was gone forever. This scam succeeds because it combines fear, trust, urgency, and sympathy into one carefully planned attack. And if you think this is terrifying, wait until you hear about the next scam. It can begin with nothing more than a package sitting quietly on your front porch, and many victims never see it coming until their entire account has already been compromised. Most people believe the danger ends when a package is stolen from their porch. They imagine losing the item they ordered and filing a simple replacement claim. But for some victims, the package itself is not what criminals want. The real target is the information attached to it. This scam begins when thieves drive through neighborhoods searching for Amazon deliveries left outside homes. Instead of immediately stealing the package, they often photograph the shipping label. That single label can reveal valuable details including your name, address, and other information that helps criminals build a profile about you. Once they collect enough information, they begin attacking your Amazon account from behind the scenes. They attempt password resets, search for information exposed in previous data breaches, and use details gathered from social media accounts. If they gain access, they move quickly. The first thing they do is change your password. Next, they replace your email address and phone number with their own. Suddenly, every security notification, login alert, and purchase confirmation is being sent directly to the criminal instead of you. Many victims don't even realize anything has changed until they try logging in and discover they are locked out of their own account. What happens next is where the financial damage begins. Instead of making one giant purchase that would immediately trigger suspicion, criminals often place smaller orders designed to blend into your normal shopping habits. Household items, electronics, books, and everyday products begin appearing on the account. Because the purchases look ordinary, they can continue for days or even weeks before the victim notices anything unusual. Some criminals take the scam even further. They submit refund requests for products you purchased months ago and redirect those refunds into bank accounts they control. While you believe everything is normal, money is quietly flowing out of your account and into theirs. One victim discovered that more than $4,000 had disappeared through fraudulent purchases and stolen refunds before she finally regained access to her account. The recovery process lasted months and created endless frustration with customer support, bank investigations, and account verification procedures. The truly frightening part is that some criminals never take the package at all. They simply photograph the label and leave it behind. You receive your order and assume everything is fine while your account is being targeted in the background. That is why protecting your account requires more than watching your deliveries. Strong passwords, two-factor authentication, account monitoring, and transaction alerts are essential. But even these protections cannot stop the final scam on our list. Because the next attack combines fake refunds, remote access software, banking manipulation, and psychological pressure into one devastating operation capable of draining an entire checking account in less than an hour. The final scam is the most dangerous because it combines every tactic we've discussed into one highly organized attack. It usually begins with an email or phone call claiming that your Amazon Prime membership has automatically renewed. The message says your debit card was charged for another year of service and offers a simple way to cancel and receive a refund. At first glance, the charge seems believable. Most people do not remember the exact date their Prime membership renews, and many assume the notification is genuine. That small moment of uncertainty is exactly what the scammers are counting on. When victims call the number or follow the instructions, they are connected to someone who sounds professional, patient, and eager to help. The scammer verifies basic information and explains that Amazon's refund system is experiencing technical issues. To process the refund manually, they claim the victim must download a secure refund application. In reality, the software is a remote access program that gives the criminal complete control of the victim's computer or phone. Once access is granted, the scammer can see everything on the screen. While keeping the victim distracted with conversation, they quietly navigate banking apps, transfer funds, modify account settings, and add new payment destinations. Most victims never realize what is happening because they believe the representative is helping them receive a refund. Then comes the final stage of the scam. The criminal pretends to make a refund mistake and claims too much money was sent. They act panicked and desperate, insisting they could lose their job unless the victim returns the extra funds immediately. The victim sees an inflated balance on the screen and believes the mistake is real. What they don't realize is that the display has been manipulated. The extra money never existed. The only real transactions are the transfers the scammer already initiated behind the scenes. One retiree lost nearly $10,000 during a single phone call that lasted less than 40 minutes. By the time he realized what had happened, multiple transfers had already cleared and much of the money was gone. This is why experts consider remote access scams among the most devastating financial crimes operating today. The most important protection is simple. Never download software at the request of someone who contacts you unexpectedly. Amazon does not require remote access programs for refunds, account verification, or membership cancellations. If you receive a call, email, or message claiming there is a problem with your account, log into Amazon directly using the official website or app. Never trust links, unexpected callers, gift card requests, wire transfer instructions, or demands for urgent action. Every one of these scams has the same goal: reaching the money connected to your debit card before you realize you're under attack. Stay alert, verify everything, and remember that a few seconds of caution can prevent months of financial damage.